Great. My name is Sam Toles. I am Vice President of Content Acquisitions and Business Development for Vimeo. Vimeo is a 10-year-old online video sharing platform. We are also a transactional video on demand platform that is open access to content creators everywhere. Well, there's a lot of exciting news coming out this summer. Watch this space, as they say, for the official announcement, probably sometime in June or early July. But SVOD is a part of our roadmap. Our CEO has spoken about it. Our SVOD will, like everything with Vimeo, be creator focused. So the idea of our initial transactional platform was, how do we empower creators to monetize their work and to best address their audience, and do that on a very, very favorable revenue split. We have the industry unprecedented 90-10 revenue split. We established that. Our SVOD model will be very similar. It'll be creator focused, and it will be on a very aggressive revenue split for the creators to empower them to enter what is becoming a very, very exciting new marketplace in the digital space. Well, look, I think that the most interesting thing about Vimeo is the fact that as a large video sharing platform, we never went down the road of pre-roll and advertising monetization. So, initially we started selling tool sets based on the fact that our player is the industry leader, that filmmakers prefer it because the high quality playback and how we capture their videos when you compare it to a platform like YouTube or maybe Dailymotion. We morphed from that into adding this on-demand, this transactional business, which allows creators to sell their work direct to fan at that high monetization rate. And SVOD is the natural evolution of that. Adding a paid subscription model next to a transactional model and next to a tool set. Again, it all kind of fits around the idea of monetizing video without advertising. And so I think it will play an integral part, but really complements the overall, broader picture of what Vimeo is and stands for. Well, we're always out there in the marketplace. My team is out searching for content far and wide, and we've done a lot of exciting deals. One that I'm particularly excited about came out of our partnership, a recently announced partnership with the crowdfunding platform Indiegogo. Indiegogo and Vimeo announced at Sundance that we were collaborating where Vimeo was putting real dollars to work to match fund exciting crowdfunding projects, to put marketing effort behind those projects, and to really amplify their success once they were completed and released, giving those creators the tool to be able to sell that work. The first major program that came out of that partnership is a series called Con Man. It is the second highest crowdfunded title to date. It's raised over $3.2 million in less than 30 days, and revolves around the world of Comic-Cons. The character played by Alan Tudyk he comes from the world of Firefly, and this character makes his living at Comic-Cons. And it's kind of in the same vein as High Maintenance, a really highbrow comedy about the world of fandom, but very respectful to the fans, and it's a project we're super excited about. It's coming out in September and was just announced this weekend. As the son of a film professor, I can tell you that the content creator has got to become both a creator as well as an audience builder. The films, series, programs that have worked best in the transactional model, which is the one that my group focuses on, are properties that have native audience built in. You mentioned High Maintenance, and it's a really good example. High Maintenance, those creators went out and created web shorts, which became the series High Maintenance, and decided that their next path was, okay, we've got this fan base, we've developed this audience, that literally over time they got a lot of press, a lot of attention, but most importantly, they had fans who were really passionate about it, and were sharing that, using the power of the open internet to share that content broadly, and developing and curating that fan base so that when the next season of High Maintenance, where Vimeo was involved and we funded that series, there was a whole group of people that were anxious, eager, ready, and willing to pull out their credit cards and invest in those creators to own that series. And so it's about curating audience and cultivating audience, not just about making great content, but knowing who you're making that content for, communicating with those people, and ultimately finding vehicles to share your content with the broader consumer base at large. I was invited to speak initially at a fireside chat, and then of course shared a panel with some luminaries from Verizon and Roku, and this is a market that is really on the cutting edge, or bleeding edge, if you will, of the future of connected television. We as an industry, the content industry, are evolving very, very rapidly. People have gone from taking simply their tune-in cable and are now exploring options from Netflix and Amazon to Vimeo and Vessel and YouTube, and how that all plays out and how people engage with that content and where they consume it, whether it's on a set-top box, on a mobile device, on a tablet. How that all kind of comes together is really what this conference is all about. So being here in the center of that and talking to people in this industry that all have very different perspectives, all of which are valid because, again, we're in such a formative stage. For me, it's almost as much about learning as it is about sharing, and I think that's what makes a convention like this really important.